Record. Good morning. Welcome back to
Good
the Twinning
morning.
Hour.
Morning, everybody.
My name is Royce.
I'm Ron, and I'm not paying attention because my phone just went off. Sorry.
We're
Hi.
onion up.
What is happening?
What is more important in this podcast than on your phone?
I don't know. Sorry. I was trying
Oh,
to get something set up there. So,
on a
yeah,
Sunday morning.
on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So,
So
how was your week? How was your traveling?
my first travel trip with my new job, I drove to Ogden, Utah, which is roughly 8 hours, as many times as I stop, so I can get up and take a pee and stretch my back, because I'm old and I got to take a
I was
pee.
gonna say another reason. Not only your nuts hit the water, but how old you are when you gotta. When we used to be able to drive the 4 hours, get gas, pee, and drive the 4 hours. Now you got to drive every hour because you had one sip of coffee and you're fucking urinating
It's
every.
it's fucking ridiculous.
That's like,
I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like I'm just driving along, and all of a sudden, oh shit, I got to take a pee. There's times I pulled off the side of the highway, so I
you
got
ever
pee.
notice? Do you ever notice when you? I know we talked about this before. It's like, yeah, I gotta pee. You go stop at a gas station, and for some reason, every time you get closer and closer to the toilet, it's like, oh
Oh
shit,
yeah,
you're ripping your pants off before you pee your pants
yeah,
because for some reason
exactly.
you fucking know your urination Peter knows when you're close to that toilet.
Yeah, it's weird because I'll jump in the gas station, and then I'll put the card in and I'll put the nozzle in there, and all of a sudden I gotta go worse and worse. And then as I'm walking towards the convenience
Can't
store
hold
to
it like
walk
you
in,
used to.
and then all of a sudden you start walking faster, and I'm like, holy shit, where's the bathroom? It's like, what the fuck?
What
I
the
gotta go
fuck?
fucking, I barely get the fucking
Gotta
Peter out of
go
my,
in.
I gotta
Gotta
get it
go in.
out of my,
Ask for the stupid key.
oh yeah,
that's chained to a piece of wood, and yeah, no shit.
yeah.
You
I could
know,
barely get my pants down before I fucking dribble all over myself. So no, but it was good. It was my first time by myself, and I got to remember that I'm the boss. So because I'm like making excuses why I got to leave early, and the guy's like, you're UP, you're the boss. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
I keep
But
forgetting that.
I can't sit in the truck like some of these guys do. There's two other guys that have to watch over. I'm like the boss, and then there's two other guys for different companies. We have a general contractor, a subcontractor, and then I have a flagger that protects them so they don't get hurt. And they sit in their trucks, and I'm sitting in my truck, and I'm bored. I can't sit in my truck, so I'm in there. I'm looking in the hole, and they're waiting for me to get out of the way. And I'm talking to them, and it's like, who is this
Shooting
guy?
the shit with them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm walking around. What's that? What's that? What's this over here? I'm asking all these questions because you're running fiber through the conduit, and they're standing in manholes, and they're like, this guy's wasting my time. I'm just fucking walking around because I'm bored,
Interrupting them.
interrupting them. Yeah. So yeah, but it was good. It was fun. It was an experience. A little bit easier than my other job, but I mean, it was
Oh yeah, you
it
don't
was
have to.
nice. I got to go to a nice little gym instead of working out at a hotel gym, so that was nice. I paid a little extra money for it, but I did that. So
I like
just
your microphone's there. I got to put my microphone there. Sorry,
I
got
always
killed
see
up.
I always see him on the podcast at the microphone showing.
Oh, is that? Yeah, we
I
got to
thought
be
that's
cool.
how I want to get the one that hangs.
Yours is more.
With
Yours
the
is
big
more. Yeah,
arms.
what the big. Yours is more erected than I did, so that's about it.
Yeah. So,
So, but no,
but no,
my week started with I had a I must say I accepted a job. Don't know if I want the job, but I need insurance. That's being old, and you know I don't know when the last time I had to go in and do a urination drug test and then DOT test, and then now you sit and wait, and it's like, okay, we'll see you in 72 hours. Well, that was Monday.
yeah.
And haven't heard.
Whatever.
I was planning to get my meals ready, pack, got my lunchbox, get ready to start this job tomorrow. It's like, well, no, I haven't heard it. Once again, I haven't heard anything from anybody. It's
Semi-retired.
like semi-retired again. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
you know,
semi-retired life that
but
you
I
have.
remember I did that DOT test, and I it was the weirdest test I've ever had to take just to get a two. I guess I'm certified for 2 years to drive the truck, but yeah, it was you know, the best part is when the doctor made me lean up against the wall to do my hearing test, and he stands right. I mean, I'm up against the wall, and his back foot heel goes up against my toe, and then he walks 5 steps. 63. Did you hear that? What did I say? 63. Okay, hearing test passed. Like,
I say my DOT, you
that
had
was
to
it.
you fit my fat ass in this little this little closet with windows in it, and it's like the old school. That's how I
Yeah,
had to do it.
yeah.
I did both of them. They would do both of them. They would whisper and see if I heard it, and then
No,
I
no,
would
mine
answer.
was a whisper.
And then I had to
Yeah.
go into the booth. Did you do the colored pages like I said?
Well,
Did they
they
open?
no. So here, so on the eye test, they did the eye test, and I tried to do it without my glasses, and I could see far. I got pretty good without it, but obviously with my glasses on, I pretty. He goes, oh yeah, you're above average with your glasses. You just need to drive with your glasses. And there's these little colors, lines on it: red, yellow, green. I said, well, what colors are? What's the top one? Red, yellow, green. Okay, that's how I did my
Oh no,
color.
yeah, they had a book, and it's a bunch of different designs, and in the book is like hidden like 64, and you got to be able to look at it. Okay, that's 64 for color blindness.
Oh, yeah, that was my color
Yeah,
blindness. Was the name the three colors that are on the eye test chart: red, green, yellow. Oh yeah,
red,
you passed.
red, yellow, green, just like a stoplight,
Yeah, red, yellow. Yeah, that's
stop
all I
signal.
did.
Yeah,
And
just
it
like a
was just,
stop
and
signal.
it was just, and all it was just lines, just on the thing. That was it.
Yeah,
That was I
so.
the only thing that I did almost didn't pass was my blood pressure, which my blood pressure is always low, but somehow it was high. But besides that, it's we're all waiting for the news to find out when I start.
Are we
You know,
gonna you throwing a party?
no, I'm not throwing a fucking party. I really don't want this job, but I need money and I need insurance. So, it
Well,
is what
hopefully
it is.
FedEx doesn't check your social media.
But oh, no, no.
They hear you say, I really don't want this.
Well, I'm excited I'm excited to go back to work. I'm excited to work for them. It's just that, driving around, and I've done it for years, driving in the snow and all that kind of stuff, and lifting the bus, stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah, but you
you
haven't
know,
done it, and
I haven't done it in a while, but I
uh,
worked for FedEx when I did the graveyard forklift job, and it
yeah,
was
but
one of
that's
those ones like, oh, holy crap, it's a job, it's a blah blah blah. But I lasted 8 months working graveyard in freezing cold weather. So this one, I like FedEx. FedEx has got great benefits. It's got, and again, I'm not doing the job. I'm doing the job for the money, but as old as we are, we need the insurance more. So I am excited to start. I'm just excited to get out of the house and start. So I'm excited to work. I just, I didn't think this would be the job that I would get, after being an executive director and, running people and running assistant livings and all that kind of stuff. But somehow people in Colorado don't want me to do that. So this is the next step.
no.
So I am excited about the job. I just didn't feel like, doing the manual labor. I could
Yeah.
do the manual labor. I just didn't feel like doing it.
You're just gonna be a lot slower because you're a little bit older and
Yeah, I
a
don't
lot.
run. It's not that I'm going to run to each door and deliver a package. So,
Yeah, well, I wouldn't do that even when I was young. There must be a time limit or something. They must have do
yeah.
something because so. But no, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's it. And the other thing is we won. We made it to state last week and on Friday, Saturday. So we made it to regionals and we made it to state. The top 16 teams made it to Friday, Saturday of this past week. We won our first game, made it to the Elite Eight, and then lost.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean, out of 32 teams that make it into regional, we were final eight. So that's good for the girls. I was proud of them. So high school softball is officially over. I always tell people, well, what do you think about it? Well, it's 9 to 10 weeks of hell every night, mostly every Saturdays, and but it's over with. I was proud of the girls. They were happy to make it to the Elite Eight. Our goal was always to get into Saturday, which is the top four. We didn't do that. Congratulations to the 3A, the 4A, and the 5A champions. I think it was Eaton. Um, I think Lutheran was a great game, 1-0 against Windsor, and then actually Broomfield, which I think Broomfield was 27-0 going into the championship game and lost to Windsor.
oh
So it was
shit.
like that was they haven't lost a game all year, and they ended up the one game they lost was in the championship. It was a
Oh,
great fight. No, that wasn't Windsor.
that
It was Riverdale Ridge. Riverdale, and we played against Riverdale Ridge. They got a great organization, great coach, great. That was their school is huge. It's up in Brighton, but yeah, it was a fun week to watch all that kind of stuff. And I've always amazed at we've talked about women's sports, high school, especially high school. Of course, the news doesn't want to do anything with it. Nine News, anything wants to. It's all about football. But it was nice to see the turnout. It was packed.
yeah.
I mean, every year you go in there. I mean, this year they had to hire people to park people because you can't get into the building, and half the high schools coming for that later game like we did. We couldn't get in, so so it's always nice to do that. So
Yeah.
it was great. This high school is over with. Summer ball's getting ready to start. competitive ball. They'll everybody that's in competitive ball will travel out of state this month. I know the coaches that I coach with in high school, they coach in a competitive league together, and they're getting ready to leave to Arizona next weekend. So good for
Yeah,
them.
good for them. Yeah.
So
Thank God it's over.
yeah, thank God that too. It is. I'm glad. You know what? It's one of those things where it was a great year. I'm proud of the girls. It's an honor to be on this part of this coaching staff. But it's one of those things where it's just 3 months. It's you don't know I don't know what I'm going to do at night when stuff like that. So, but it is what it is.
You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else is going on? Let's see. CU. Holy crap! I got pissed off yesterday because all the freaking what was it on? Was it on Fox or it was on ESPN? And all they kept talking about was how Cincinnati is going to they're getting ready to go to the Big 12 championship and all like that. I'm looking at their record. I go, they both got the same record. I don't understand why we're so focused on Cincinnati going to the Big 12 championship, where they didn't say nothing about CU even coming close to it. And then we ended up beating them by almost 11 points. It was a great game. The first quarter was great. I mean, they held them the first. And it's like that, but that was going back and forth, and
I thought it was going to be a close game because they ran the ball quite a bit. I mean, the defense really didn't look too good the first few series.
The first series they knocked them out 3-0, but then they were doing these plays where it's like holy crap. But then again, I mean, look at the offense. The offensive line was holding. We were running the ball, which we've been trying to do for the last year and a half. I mean, Sanders was throwing. I mean, at one point he was, I think, 11-11 before he had to run out and throw it out of bounds, so he didn't get sacked. He ended up being, I think it was something like 20 for 23 for like 29 for 300 something yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran for a touchdown. Hunter was, I think he had 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, I believe, as he had. I mean, come on.
Hey, he almost got a couple interceptions too.
Yeah, I mean, he just, I think he's showboating a little bit more than he thought. For a humble kind of a guy and shy guy, he was a little show.
Yeah,
I did like the back flip, but I was more worried about him breaking an ankle or something.
So you always see that when they do something like that, and all of a sudden they twist their ankle and they're out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, they're out for the rest of the year. Blew their knee out, but hey, more power to them. I mean, Sanders. I mean, Dion Prime's got them set up. Their offensive line's doing great. It was impressive to watch them. I mean, obviously they're going to be playing against some better teams that's coming up. They got to play against BYU and all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
I mean, BYU I think is what ranked 10 or 11.
Top, yeah, I mean,
I think they're 10 or 11.
I gotta look, and I have to look, but I think either BYU lost or almost lost yesterday. I was gone most of the day, which would be the next step. So CU did great. It was a great game. I mean, seriously, come on. I mean, we got to watch that. Flipping it back and forth to the Dodgers Yankees game. I mean, Dodgers. Go Dodgers. I mean, they're
can you see that? I don't know if you can see it in my light.
I mean, Dodgers are 2-0. Ohtani hurt his shoulder, but hopefully
was it his shoulder or his wrist?
He dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, I thought it was his wrist on
sliding. Yeah, he dislocated his shoulder sliding, but they said he walked out. He was fine. It's funny. He's a lefty, and the slide was on this side, so he dislocated this shoulder. And he says that he doesn't use that hand to swing. Well, yeah, you push with that hand to swing. So it's like your backhand's the one.
Yeah, but you dislocate your shoulder, you pop it back in, you're in a little pain. Come on, suck it up.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like you tore him.
Freeman hurt his ankle, and he's already hit 2 home runs.
Yeah. I mean, if you tore ligaments or pulled a muscle or anything, I get that. Pop it back in, you're good to go. Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Rub some dirt on it and move on.
Yeah.
I don't like
it. I love the days when they sprained an eyelid and they were out for it. They're on the IR for 4 weeks.
It's funny that I laugh every time they put this weird glove on the slide. Well, what is that?
Well, so it protects your hands and your fingers, so you don't break your fingers and your wrist.
They've been doing it for 100 years, and now all of a sudden you got to wear a stupid mitt.
Well, because people were bringing what it does, it keeps your hand still, so it doesn't bend your finger. So yeah. So you don't when you slide, you don't break a finger. That's why they use them.
Okay,
don't get me what it's a different world. Some baseball person invented it, and everybody bought it. That's just like the little thumb thing.
Yeah.
The circle thing.
That was out when we were kids, remember?
But it took off in the early 2000s, and even my daughters, both my kids used them when they played softball.
What's it for?
the vibration of the bat.
Oh, from that sting.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is wooden bats, but I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. It's my kids used them.
yeah.
So
I
the
I
biggest
just,
thing now is the shoulder. They got that out. They
Yeah.
got the glove with they got the new batting glove with the pad. Oh, holy
yeah.
crap. They got the little thing here for the face. I mean,
Yeah.
we never had that. I mean, when we grew up, the hat looked like this. Didn't have ears.
No,
then
we
you
had
had
we had ears.
They started off like this, and then
Yeah.
they had the one ear if you're right-handed, and then of course if you're a switch hitter, you had the whole helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Now they have
You know.
everything. They got stuff to go on their ankles, their calves,
Oh,
their freaking
and don't forget Steve Yeager. Was it Steve Yeager?
Steve Ferguson.
Steve Yeager's the one that created the neck thing.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
remember, he got that broken bat and the wood stuck right here, so he
Yeah.
wore that to protect your neck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's just
But
the knee pads. I used to my older daughter when she caught, they had the knee pads. It was supposed to be great for your knees, but it made you lazy. So I never made it. My older daughter wouldn't wear them, so I told her to make you lazy. My younger daughter had to wear them because it was cool looking. The knee pads. Nobody wears them now, but yeah, that came out a long time ago. It's supposed to
Yeah,
keep your knees.
I just don't get the mitt. After all these years, you're sliding a fourth
yeah.
slide. You're doing a fourth slide, so you're dragging your hand. I can see if you're diving, but I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's more
when
when
I
you're
saw
diving.
when I saw that, I was watching baseball a few years ago. I saw that. I finally sat down and watched the baseball, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden he takes off. Now you walk, and it takes you 20 minutes to get all the pads off and everything off, and then you're delaying the game because you're taking 20 minutes to take the shit off.
So you're on a time clock when you bat now for 10 seconds.
And then he pulls
by the time
out
you
this-
take all the pads off. It's like,
And then he pulls out this friggin' stupid mitt that I'm like, what? Well, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking to myself. What the fuck is this?
it's
a
a
mitt.
slide mitt to protect your fingers and your wrist.
And then you got some of the old school. I can see some of the old school baseball players. Some of them are a little bit older. They have the regular helmet. They have no pads. They got nothing. They just go up there and they bat like they normally do. Like,
Well, you've seen the ones that will have no gloves when they hit. And then when they get to first base, they put gloves on. So when
Right.
they slide, yeah. So
Jesus
I used to
Christ.
rip my glove. I used to have to go buy gloves. I used to drag it. So I drag it. So I used to get a hole in it.
Yeah, that's
played.
we
Yeah.
never had gloves when we played. I just fucking scraped my hand.
Yeah, that was
I
it.
was like,
So,
what the fuck?
yeah.
And I used to be a
But-
decent slider back in the day when we were playing.
yeah.
Hell, I used to be able to stand up when I hit the bag.
Yeah. Now that all my kids do that now, that's the first thing we teach at 12. Is how to
Stand right back up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How
Yeah.
to dive and everything.
Does your kids wear the stupid mutt?
No, they don't wear the. We don't wear that. We don't wear that in high school or competitive. Do that.
I wonder if high school baseball wears the mitt.
They might because it's cool looking.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is when they have their glass.
I want to buy
my biggest
one.
thing
I
is
want to buy
they all
one that
got-
has the middle finger painted on
Yeah,
it. So
well-
just do this and it has the middle finger on it.
The biggest thing I laugh at, even the girls do this and the guys do. They all have their Oakleys on their hats. They don't wear them in the sun. They just have it on their hats. They're out in the
Ah,
outfield. They can't see. Then put your freaking sunglasses on.
Yeah.
But it's cool to have them on their hats. So even the
Yeah.
girls wear them on their hats. You guys, the glasses are put on your face so you can see in the sun.
I like that. Remember we
Yeah.
used to have the flips.
You flip.
They went up in the air and you flipped it down.
Yeah, flip the glass. Yeah,
Flipped it back
yeah,
up. Yeah, they
don't do
put
that
they
anymore.
they wore them on their hats. They had a little
Yeah, on
clip
their
on your
hats.
hat. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember
So, yeah.
those.
Let's
So
see.
let's talk about who's your top 5 pitchers. Hold on, Alexa. Who's the top 5 pitchers of all time in the MLB?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the top 5 pitchers of all time are Christy Mathewson, 1900 to 1916,
Oh, it's old school.
Walter Johnson, 1907 to 1927, Randy Johnson, 1988 to 2009, Cy Young, 1890 to 1911, and Pedro Martinez, 1992 to 2009.
Walter Johnson used to be I think he was the head coach of the. Oh, that was Walter Austin.
I don't know, man. I'd have to throw Maddox,
Well, you gotta have to throw Nolan. You got to throw Nolan Ryan in.
Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, which he was just fun to watch because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just that mean asshole that nobody liked.
Sandy Koufax.
Sandy Koufax is, me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite growing
Yeah.
up. I wanted to be Sandy Koufax. I even did the whole fucking thing over your head and shit.
Yeah,
When I was pitching,
left-handed,
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, Venezuela, who just
Passed away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw him.
Yeah.
We saw him
We
play
used to
quite
see
a
him
few
pitch.
times. Yeah.
The great knuckleballer, which would never Nobody'd ever seen any of this, but the great knuckleballer Charlie Huff.
Charlie Huff.
We're
Yeah.
all going to say Dodgers, right?
Yeah, I know.
Al Downing, who
Yeah.
gave up the 714th home run to oh, holy crap, I forgot his name. Greg Maddux.
John Smoltz.
Yep, all those three.
I mean, that's in our era. So I mean,
Our
this
era,
is
yeah.
this is all time. But yeah, I remember
Tom Glavine. So all
Tom
three of them were
Glavine, yeah.
for Atlanta. Your favorite one and I that we actually met and got an autograph, Don Sutton.
Don Sutton. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
his
remember
autograph.
him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were playing. We were playing in our own All-Star game, and we were at a deli,
a Jewish deli.
Jewish deli in Calabasas having lunch, and he came walking in, and he was pitching the same day I was pitching,
Yeah,
and I got his
in the
autograph.
All-Star game.
I wish I
Yeah.
still had that autograph.
Yeah,
I
and then
have
we
no clue
ended
what
up
I'm
finding.
doing.
Then we ended up finding back in the day. You used to get mitts, and in the mitts used to have a player's autograph on it.
Yeah, and mine was
And
Don
actually,
Sutton.
we found that mitt that day, and it had Don Sutton's autograph
Yeah.
inside the mitt. Yeah.
Yeah, and we won that game.
Yep.
And I think the
It was an
pitching
All-Star
was,
game.
I think the pitching was fucking awesome, actually, if I remember that day.
Yeah. Randy Johnson was great. Pedro Martinez was one
Yeah.
of the top ones.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there's a lot of them in there. So
I used to love Greg Maddux. I used to watch him play.
Maddox was great.
Yeah.
It was
That's
even
why
better
I-
when it was even better when he ended up, he won a couple World Series for the Atlanta, then he ended up going for the Cubs. So it was even better when he played
Yeah,
for
when he
the
was with the
Cubs.
Cubs. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, but not just Tom Severs, Walter Johnson.
Tom Seaver. Oh yeah, Tom Seaver. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bird. Remember the Bird from
Oh,
Detroit? Drawing a blank on his name, but he was called the Bird.
doesn't he he lives in Colorado Springs?
He might. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's the guy who lives in Colorado Springs is Goose Gossage.
Isn't that the Bird?
No,
Yeah.
it's not. Goose Gossage used to play. Yeah, the Bird is no. Yeah, it's called the Bird. I'm drawing.
Well, I
a
remember
blank
the
on
Bird
his
because he used to talk to himself and point.
Yep.
Do
Yeah,
weird stuff.
the Goose Gossage lives in Colorado Springs. He's a Colorado Springer.
Alexa, nickname Bird for NLB. Who is that?
The nickname of MLB is the Bird. Mark Steven Fidreich. He was a professional baseball pitcher from the United States who played 5 seasons in MLB with the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's
Thank
called
you.
the Bird.
The Bird. Yeah, I remember him.
Did you hear how he ended up his career? How his
No.
career ended? He was shagging outfielders in a warm up and blew his knee out. A pitcher.
He was just a
He was fun. He would turn around and
Oh.
boom and walk over.
Oh yeah, he was just fun to watch because he would talk to himself and
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
at people and point at himself and yell at. Yeah, that was stupid.
Yep. So
But yeah,
some
that'd
great
be-
ones. Some great pitchers. So
Yeah, we'll have to do next week. We'll probably have to do like probably shortstops or first basemen or something.
well, yeah.
'Cause there's a lot of
yeah.
them.
There's a lot that we there's a lot that we did, but it goes back to it's funny as we sit and talk about these, and we were always Dodgers fans, grew up Dodgers fans, and we knew a lot of people from the Dodgers. We knew a lot of people from Cincinnati. I mean, we have already named all these. Name one pitcher from Cincinnati that you remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's what I'm saying. So we knew all the position players, but we never did that. But
Yeah, I
they didn't
don't-
have that good pitching, I guess, because I don't
I
remember
don't.
any of the
Yeah, I
pitchers
don't
on that.
remember. Yeah.
So,
Jesus. Yeah. Now you think about it, I don't remember.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways, yeah. Well, that's good. Let's see what else. Let's
We
talk
got
about strange news in Germany. In Germany, if you order pizza number 40, you get a side odor of cocaine.
well, how'd they find out about this?
Germany police busted pizzeria in the western city of Dusseldorf that also delivered a side odor of cocaine when the customers asked for item number 40 on the menu. Police were tipped off a suspiciously food inspector in March. So I was reading through this. So the manager there got caught, right? They released him, and then he opened up the shop and started selling it again. So that's when they finally sent 150 people, and it ended up being a massive drug bust. So you think you get arrested and just cut it for a while, maybe stay low, but no, this dumbass, probably a Gen Z, probably went over there and started selling again, and then So when they arrested the guy, he says when the cops showed up to the 36-year-old apartment, he threw out the window 3.5 pounds of cocaine, 14.1 ounces of marijuana, and $290 cash out the window.
Probably to the cops that were waiting for it.
I
Do you
got
remember-
you.
Do you remember we worked in that strip mall for the cable company, and that Pudge Brothers was like a couple doors down?
Oh yeah, yeah. They got caught selling marijuana, wasn't
They
it?
were selling marijuana in the pizza. Same thing. It was
Yeah.
two young people owned it because we used to
Yep.
go there and get pizza all the time. And
Yeah,
then
I
one
do
day they
remember
closed
that.
down, and we heard that they were selling. You'd order a pizza, and you had to say some kind of code word, and they would put like a couple ounces of marijuana, I guess, a couple dime bags, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is way
Yeah.
back before it was legal, but yeah, and
Yeah.
then they ended up getting shut down and arrested.
Oh Jesus.
So I
Sure.
guess that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Who knows?
Anyways, yeah. So that guy, they got arrested. It says 150 officers busted the entire drug ring in Western Germany.
Gemini.
Arrested were 3 suspects, including a 22-year-old head of the drug operation. 22 years old, he was head of the drug operation.
Oh man,
Hey, good for him.
good for him.
I wonder if he had problems hiring people.
Oh, probably.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, drug operations and raided homes and businesses of another 12 suspects.
Well.
All that for the pizza number 40.
Pizza number 40.
You know what the sad part?
Oh, I
about
wonder
this
how
whole-
long it
you know
was
what the
going
sad-
before they
you know
got
what
caught.
the sad part about this whole story was?
What?
What the fuck was the pizza? Was it cheese? Was it pepperoni? What was it?
Do you
I mean,
care?
you gotta tell me what the pizza was.
It's probably the cheapest one
Did you?
because you probably paying probably extra
Ex-
for the extra
extra.
topping.
for the extra toppings. Yeah. Oh
Wow.
fuck. So that's
Let's talk about Gen X
Gen X.
because we keep saying this whole podcast.
Are we
is
Gen
about
Z
X.
or who's Gen X?
We're Gen X.
We're Gen X.
Then there's
Okay.
millennials and there's Gen Zs.
Okay,
So our
let's
kids
talk
are
about- let's-
millennials.
Let's talk about the Gen Z and the etiquette of gym etiquette again, because
again?
really
We're
it
going
is
back to that
fucking
again?
frustrated me. Holy crap! Seriously, I have never seen young people just disrespect and just all they do is give a. I don't understand the part of when you join a gym. At least respect the other people that are around you. Some of these people just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I wipe down my seats, and that part don't bother me really. You have a towel, wipe it down and stuff like that. They leave their shit all over the floor. They don't give a crap what, again, I was in the sauna, and this has happened to me several times. So we're in the sauna. I've never seen this guy before. He walks in there. They open the door like they're the fucking god. They swing the door open and going, I am fucking here. Take a look at me. I'm fucking here, goddammit. All the air goes out. It's like, you can't just open the door and get in. You open the door and everybody stares at you. He sits down, and we're there about maybe 10 minutes, and you can tell he's sweating. The son of a bitch couldn't read his phone because he had sweat in his eyes. So he walks out the door, opens the door all the way, holds it with his fucking toe so he can reach over and grab his towel so he can wipe his eyes. And there's not just me, there are people my age in there all looking at him going, yo, can you please shut the door? And he looks at you like he was pissed off at us that we told him like that. But literally, all the hot air came out. And there were 2 other people that were pissed off. But seriously, either wipe it with your hand, bring a fucking towel in. I get kicked out of the people that have their water bottle outside. I bring my water bottle in. I keep it
I
low.
do too.
So it's not-
I leave my phone out. That's
They
it.
walk in, walk out, walk in because they have to drink. Bring the fucking thing in here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we had a guy yesterday that they were talking. You can tell he was from a different country. He wasn't from here, he's foreigner, but he opened the door and he opened it up, and then there's 3 other people walking out. So he opened it up and left it open, let everybody go. Well, the other guy grabbed the door that he was friends with, grabbed the door and closed it real quick because he knew.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think I'm at a point now where it just happens so much. I'm getting used to it now.
Oh yeah. And they see me because I walk in, I shake my head, and then the other guys sit next to me, they shake their head. And again, it's just like the disrespect when you walk into this gym. You pay a membership, respect everybody else. I mean, we go in early in the morning because it's not as crowded as it is in the afternoon, so you can get your shit done and get it done. But holy crap, just everywhere though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm driving home the other day, and I'm driving behind this car, and I'm trying to get home, and they're swerving back and forth. and it's like I'm beeping the horn, picking the lane. I go next to him, and he's got it. The son of a bitch has got the phone sitting right because it's dark. He's got his phone out there reading the fucking text message as he's driving. Get off the fucking phone.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
But
we didn't have
the
that.
funny part about it, you can't blame that on the millennials, Gen Z, Gen X.
No.
Yeah, just
Seriously,
everybody.
I don't.
It's
Again,
just
I think
everybody.
if someone calls me or texts me, I don't need to. I don't need to grab it and text back in 6 seconds. They're going to have to wait. It's as
Yeah.
simple as that.
I do like
I
that
don't-
Apple CarPlay. That was kind of nice because then I can, you can actually have a conversation while you're driving because you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have Apple CarPlay in mine, so if it's something
Yeah.
that comes in, that I'll
That-
text it. If not, I just ignore it. And
That's what
you
I
know,
do. It's
you
like
know,
my boss
yeah.
is like, I sent you an email. I'm like, okay, because he called me. He goes, you get the email? I'm like, no. He goes, did you check your emails? I'm like, I'm driving. I'm not going to sit there and grab my phone and check an email and read an email as I'm driving down the highway. But I'll pull
Yeah,
over
yeah.
if you want me to. He goes, oh yeah. Go, that's fine. I didn't know you were driving. But he was like,
yeah,
how come you didn't respond to the email? Because I'm driving. I'm not,
yeah. I mean,
So I
it's-
had to pull over and spend 20 minutes, writing up an email, and I'm in a little truck stop trying to do all this. This new job is, I'm getting at least 100, 200 emails a day now.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
then
yeah.
my old job, I didn't even care about the email because it never had anything to do with me
Yeah,
anyway.
it's just stupid. It's just,
Well,
you get people that have 2019, 17, 18, 19 vehicles. We all got Bluetooth and they're driving with one hand, speaking on the speaker like this.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah.
But,
Anyways,
You done?
I'm done.
You feel better?
I feel better now. I got that out.
Can we-
Until
can we-
tomorrow when the dumbass comes in and they do the same thing.
Can we take the soapbox down now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for letting me out. I feel better. That was a stress reliever. There.
Yeah, was it good? I'm glad. but yeah,
But yeah, it's just that was stupid. Stupid
It's-
people.
it just gets irritating. I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
again, we came up with a Gen X. We didn't have phones, and thank God, because we say this all the time. Thank God we didn't have cell phones with cameras. I don't need to be on. And I still can't figure out Snapchat or I can't figure out what's the other one, TikTok. I'm not on Facebook that much because I hate to say people, it's for old people, and I don't like being old, so I don't go on Facebook that much. Once in a while, I'm on Instagram, but besides that, it is what it is. I know it's the new world and everything, but I mean, hell, we grew up in a world where we were out hiking, we were skateboarding, riding a bike, doing something.
We weren't
out
allowed
on
in the house.
Oh yeah, that's true. We weren't allowed.
I mean,
in the
it's
house.
Gen X. Like, ask anybody. You weren't. Get out of the house. Go.
Get out of the house.
play.
Go do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Go play.
I don't want you here.
We were at the
Yeah.
beach. We were at the, even as we were getting older, even dating. It's we still were. When we were dating our future wives, it was like when we worked at the bowling alley together. Was that there was a payphone they would call and they would yell out, "Ron Royce, it's one of your girlfriends." And we didn't. But we didn't. And again, we didn't call each other every day and every 15 minutes and send
No.
a text message.
Yeah.
And that's the difference in the world. We would, hey, let's meet up, let's do this. It wasn't like we're
I-
talking to each
I
other.
remember
24/7
getting that. I
on a text
remember.
message.
I remember getting the caller ID machine when they first came out with it. Was the biggest thing. Remember?
Oh yeah, we
It was
knew
a
who
machine
calling.
that you. It was a
Yeah,
machine
yeah.
that you hooked up
Yeah.
because when you're young and stuff, you had to remember what people sounded like to remember their names.
Yeah, yeah,
Who is this?
yeah.
We
We knew phone numbers because now, I mean, like my daughter. I mean, I know one of them, but my younger daughter, I don't know what her fucking phone
Oh,
number
I don't
is.
know. I don't even know Jen's number.
But before that, we all knew our numbers because we didn't have the pictures
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
We
you
had
know, it was,
we had wallets of pieces of paper with phone numbers. We kept them in our wallet all the time. Yeah,
the little black book that we
Yeah.
used to carry
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
little daytime.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well, yeah,
napkins
that-
we used to collect when we used to go out of bars and stuff with pins and
Oh yeah. Throw them in your
Now
pocket.
now you just tap each other's phone and it worked. Yeah.
I did
So-
that. My boss was amazed because I don't have
just-
business. I don't have business cards. He goes, "Oh, you got an iPhone here?" And I tapped it. My boss like, "That was kind of cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it
I
just-
did that the other day at a family reunion. I was tapping each other. You just press you send and it sends
Yeah.
each other's
Yeah.
Good old
Well, they
iPhone.
have a dot card now too. It's you
No,
put
they've
all
had
your-
that dot card for I was
I
gonna
think
think about buying
I think
one 2
David
years
has
ago.
one. David has
It's
one.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, you just tap the
dot
phone
it.
and
Yeah, it's
yeah,
actually pretty cool. But the
Yeah.
new iPhones have those.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
yeah, but yeah. But yeah, Jesus, it's just
Sometimes I
just
think technology is good and then technology is bad. Sometimes I think going
I
back
just
to old
think people
school.
I don't mind the social media part of it. I mean, that's the new world. I mean, the political that we're going
Well,
through,
we're
half the
actually
stuff
doing
that's
it.
on the yeah, we're actually doing it, but half the stuff that's on the reels and all that kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. Some of it's funny, some of it's serious and stuff like that. It's the communication between if you're dating somebody or something like that. It's like it seems like you have to. Both my girls know they don't they get in trouble a lot of times because they don't respond within seconds because why? It's like I'll get back with you when I get back with you. It's like I don't need to respond.
Oh yeah.
I mean Jefferson County took all the phones this year. That's the first time they did it. So when you walk into your first class, you have to give up your phone.
Yeah.
You can't have your
Well,
phone.
because it's distractive now.
Well, okay, so I'm on both sides. And I know we're running out of time, but I'm on kind of on both sides. So you, it's nice that I get what they're saying because it's distracted. And the high school that I coach at actually has a block. They actually shut the cell service off unless you got a VPN. But the problem you have in it with everything going on with the school shootings, wouldn't you want to try to get a hold of your daughter?
Yeah. Well, I get
No.
it, but
That's the different sides of it, right? That's
Yeah.
the different things of it. But it's because I mean, again, most of it, and then they cheat too. There's a lot of people that cheat on their phones.
Yeah.
I liked it when you walk into the classroom and you just stuck your phone. They would have something and put your phone in, but you can't have it. You go back. But no, they have to give up their phones in. I think they still call it homeroom. I might be saying my age there, but I don't know if it's still called homeroom. But they have to put it away in the homeroom, and they can't get it back until after school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Who
But,
knows?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. Anyways, a good week. What else?
That's
I'll say
it.
it real quick. I'd say real quick. Went to the Nuggets game last night, and
Oh,
holy
yeah.
shit, they suck.
Do they really?
Oh my god, they were like 30% of shooting yesterday in the first half. I mean, I'm watching balls going up, bouncing off layups. They couldn't shoot a layup. They couldn't do it. Holy crap! They actually should have shut them down. And they came back in the second half, and they were doing great. And then all of a sudden, they started throwing up beautiful shots, wide open shots. Westbrook can't fucking. I don't know. He plays. He was one time an MVP, but he's not doing very good. He's not good at defense. A lot of their shots were him guarding, and he would just let them go. Joker went ahead and I think he scored close to 40 points last night, and but like we couldn't. We were throwing up open 3-pointers and they were bouncing out. We must have missed probably 6 to 7 layups in the first half. I think they were under 50%. The whole game they were 50% shooting. That's not good.
Yeah.
And they almost won the game. That's the problem. They were ahead, and then they missed the shot, and then then we ended up.
I just think they need to get their shit together and how to play back together.
Yeah, we got some. Yeah, it's.
I mean, Murray signed a big contract. They just signed Gordon.
Gordon just signed a big
contract, and
Yeah.
they all played the Olympics and all that. I mean, everybody's got these